welcome back to another video, to a special vlog. This one is a lot different. I'm trying to do something different for you guys for the month of October. Obviously Halloween is this month. So I decided, not only my brother Drew and I, we decided that we were gonna give you guys some videos where most haunted places, anywhere we've heard. Today we are visiting, what is this called again?
You are in the little township.
Hold on.
When was the last time we videoed together?
It was quite Tennessee?
I think so.
Tennessee.
Either Tennessee or when we had the boat ride down there.
Oh, that is true.
Connecticut River.
All right, so where are we?
We are in a small New England town called Monroe. We're at Union Cemetery. Now this is reported to be one of the oldest and most haunted cemeteries, not only in Connecticut, but in the world. We've had famous ghost hunters, Ed and Lorraine Warren, down here, and they said indeed, yes, this is a haunted cemetery. It's a whole different atmosphere, especially when you're here in the fall, October, the Halloween month. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Maybe we might even catch something on camera. You never know. This cemetery is 400 years old. It's from the 1600s, the early 1600s. I would like to show you how old some of these tombstones are and how old the cemetery is. Cemetery, the famous Union Cemetery. What better time to do it than here in October?
1856.
1856. It's a very old cemetery, so some of it's going to be in disarray just from the age alone of the stones. It's not really vandalism or anything per se, because the police are very active here. We should probably watch ourselves, because there's times that you're not allowed to be in here. But if you don't tell, we won't tell. From what I've heard, there's a section back here that is the oldest section. Some of these stones may have deteriorated because they're that old. And like I said before, there's a lot of stories that go with this cemetery. And the most famous one is of the White Lady.
Our tour takes us to a 400-year-old graveyard in Easton. This is one of the most haunted cemeteries in the United States, Union Cemetery. It's home to the White Lady. Visitors have seen her in her long white dress and white bonnet float among the gravestones along with other spirits. Her identity remains a mystery. The lady in white has also been seen here at the Stephanie Cemetery.
The lady is dressed in white, and reportedly the same way we just came in, right up here. She walks out that gate and continues across. You can probably see her on any given night. It would more than likely have to be early in the morning. You can't tell exactly what time she's going to do anything, or even if she's going to do anything that day, but for the most part she's a regular spirit. And somebody came down the road one time, he was a fireman, and reportedly saw the woman in the road. She was very close, hit the woman, had the woman go up and over the top of the car and land in the street. When he stopped to administer first aid, there was nobody there, but there was damage done to the car. Done to the car.
What happened?
It felt like something landed on me. Did something touch me?
Is it probably a leaf?
I don't know. I didn't see any. And got out to administer first aid. There was nobody there. And I'm pretty sure that this cemetery continues into the next one at one time or another. That just felt weird.
So is this the back portion of the cemetery?
No, I think this is about as far as you get. You can go left or right. It kind of drops off back here. Very pretty.
Let's see, hold on.
This section over here, you're kind of in the woods, you know, compared to the cities and stuff that we have out here. So, bro, the writing's on this side. It's so old that the writing is almost worn. If you look straight on from here, you can just about make out the letter. It's that old. I think this section here, by looking at the flags, probably a lot of people that served in the service in the armed forces. I can still...
Oh, shit. That just scared me. That just scared me.
You had a legit one. I couldn't tell what...
That one just scared me. I'm not even exaggerating, but it was the lens. I'll relax. It was the lens.
That one was debunked.
Right. Oh, man.
I think that's the terminology.
I almost ran.
I heard thump and I just turned and I was still rubbing my neck from what hit me before. This one right here.
1864.
1864. Victorian times, people didn't live that long. Medical wasn't the best. We have more. She was a child. Your beard.
1818.
Yes.
Is it me or is it just got hot here?
Anything goes here, bro. Anything goes. See, right down there, you can just about make it out. 163, and then I can't make out the other one.
So that's 1630?
1630. That's about 4... Eyes is something that's seen at night in the bushes sometimes when people are over in the other end. We're closer to the church in that section there. But it's believed that the man's name was Earl Kellogg. And Earl Kellogg, if you don't want your children to hear this and really get scared, it's not too delightful to hear, but Mr. Earl Kellogg was burned in 1935, and they believe that's who Red Eyes is Mr. Earl Kellogg. And sometimes people will come in here at night. They're taking pictures or they're just here. They could be seeing some of their loved ones here, but they'll see red glowing eyes in the bushes. And that is believed to be Mr. Earl Kellogg. So we're going to head over towards that church area now. How you doing?
Good.
You know any history about this cemetery at all? Do you have any idea on it? I know it's an older cemetery.
You don't know about this cemetery?
No, we're not really from around here.
Why did you stop here?
Well,
I'm just curious.
being as it's around Halloween time, we were doing some filming and stuff. It looked like an older cemetery. And
Let me give you a little background. I was here looking for something specific which I didn't find. This cemetery, called Union Cemetery, you're in Easton, Connecticut, and this is the most haunted cemetery in the United States. On Halloween, it gets crazy. They bring in cops from all the local communities who hang out in here because everything's closed at sunset. If you're in here after sunset, the cops will come and chase you. The main ghost here is the White Lady. You ever hear of her? She gets hit by cars regularly. That's 30, 40, 50 years. It's more than that. She's here. She's called the White Lady because she is, what's the word, diaphanous. If you look at her, you can see through her. And one day, 25 years ago, I come into my office. A girl who worked for me, woman, she was 25 or so, from France. She was French, but she comes in and in her French accent, she says, "Oh, my name is Peter. Oh, Peter, you have to come with us." I said, What are you talking about, Valerie? What, you know? She says, "Oh, no, you did." And she told me what happened. The weekend, this was Monday. On the weekend, I think it was Saturday night, she and her sister were riding in the backseat of a car. And two guys were, one guy driving, one guy in the right seat. And they weren't dates or anything, they were just friends. But the two guys driving were maybe 18, 20 years old. The girls were in their mid-20s. The guy in the right seat is turned around talking to the girls in the back. This is night.
Yes.
They weren't here. They were, there's a side road that goes right up there.
Oh, okay.
About a half mile up there. And the guy who was turned around, the other three people all of a sudden went, "Ah!" and, you know, covered themselves. They hit the White Lady.
Oh, no kidding.
The three of them saw her in the road. And before the kid driving could stop, he went through her because she wasn't a solid thing.
Right.
The kid in the right seat, he didn't see her. But the other three did. Scared the hell out of them. So, because they thought they hit somebody, but then they didn't feel anything, and they stopped the car and got out and looked, and nothing. So Valerie comes to me, she says, "Oh, you have to come back with us. You have to come back here." And I said, "Okay," because I'm like a father figure. Her family was over in France. So I came back here that night, and we came up, I don't know where you guys came from, we came up Sport Hill Road. Came up there to the four-way stop. And I knew where the cemetery was, but I've never seen a ghost. So this is not me talking firsthand, it's these two girls.
Right.
And so the four of them, I met them down there, and we all got in my car. We drive up, get to the stop sign, and then right here, where I'm parked, was a police car with lights flashing, blue lights. Trans Am pulled over. And the girls wanted to come here. They wanted me to drop the four of them off here so they could come back in, but can't leave a car because they get arrested.
Right.
So I said, "Oh, yeah." So the cops there. So right on where those poles are there, there's a road that runs up the hill there.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I saw.
And it's a dip there. So I pulled in there, and they said something about, you know, "Why are we stopping here?" I said, "Because the cop saw us. He's he's giving a ticket out to somebody, but he saw us." I said, "So he knows we're here." I said, "Let him come to us," and he did. I want to get out and walk right in the cemetery. I said, "Go ahead." And they did. And I drove around. You go up there about a couple hundred yards, a little stream right there too. A couple hundred yards up, and then you come back down the road that comes out by the church here. So I did that. Came around, and of course the cop's waiting for me. And he'd never seen the ghost or the White Lady either. He said, "I haven't seen her." He said, "But a lot of cops have, firemen have, and you read it online. You can read about the fireman who has a real good description of hitting her." Same thing as the girls told me.
Right.
I went to the Eastern Library. To do some research on the White Lady, because I do a lot of writing and reporting and stuff.
Yes.
And so I went there, and I asked, "Do you have any books on the White Lady?" "Oh, yeah, we do." And they said, and it was right behind the counter. She says, here's the the best book on it." I said, "Great, can I take it out?" She said, No, you have to sit over there on that couch. You can't go out of our sight because people steal it all the time." The two girls who worked for me saw her, were in a car that hit her. That got me interested.
Absolutely.
So I said, "Oh, yeah, I got to find out some more about this." So I did, and the White Lady is seen here, and then depending on where you came, if you came off 25 up in Stepney, there's another, and turn right, there's another graveyard on the left hand. So what I'm doing here today, one of these one of these graves here is the white lady's husband.
Ah.
And I came across it 20 years ago in a book somewhere or a story. And it's not mentioned, it's not online, it's nothing. There's no record of it except this one reference I have. And I'm trying to trigger myself as to which one is her husband. Because they don't even know who she is.
Wow.
Or they think they know who she is. And it has something to do with the river or the stream that's right over that rise there too. You guys were out by there.
Yeah, you were just filming back
I was.
there.
Because of what? Why were you doing it?
No, just
It
filming.
just looked opened enough
Yeah, it was
and
just
everything, and we were
put the
just
camera
kind of
back.
scanning across.
I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm just.
You weren't there for a reason?
No,
Yes, you
no,
were.
it's like
No, we
something
don't.
drew us to
Yes,
it. But
you were. That's right.
It's like something drew us to it,
Because you
but-
don't. People just don't do that. When I saw you down there, I said, I don't know what they're doing. It doesn't matter. But
Right.
I said, but there's a reason. It
Okay.
may not be your reason or your reason or my
Could be
reason.
somebody
but
else's reason.
Somebody directed you to go down toward that stream. And that's
Correct.
got something
And we
to
did.
do with the white lady, and I don't know what. And I'm not
Oh,
trying to be mysterious because,
Yeah.
like I said, I have never seen her.
Yeah.
But this is the place.
So
So,
hope you find what you're looking for
well,
here.
thank you very much, gentlemen.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Pete.
Thank you. All right, folks, there you have it. This is Union Cemetery. And as you can see, not just by what I was saying, but we had somebody else that we had interviewed. And they're locals. So if you look on this video, give it a good close over, look at everything, watch what we just saw. Who knows, maybe you'll see stuff that we didn't see. So you can comment below the video. Give us an idea of some of the places that you want us to visit. We've got a small list, but we can always use more. Let us know. We'll see you again.